Hey y'all, TraCheri here with Picture Me Living, and I'm in Rio. Super excited about that. This is the last day, and I am very full, like just full of life, full of just gratefulness, full of everything. And this is a travel bucket list item. I talk about my travel bucket list a lot. I'm going to post it on a visual so you can see around about where I am with my bucket list and my thought process. Some things are experiences, such as skinny dipping, and some things are places and experiences like Rio New Year's Eve. And then some things are just places, like the mountain in Peru or, the seven wonders of the world, right? I still have to see the Taj Mahal. By the way, the Christ the Redeemer statue is my third seven wonder that I've seen and experienced. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have four more. Anyway, this has been pretty exciting. Okay, where am I? I'm in a hotel. I know everyone's like, where's the view? So there's not many places for me to set up. And out of respect for like the hotel and the guests, I can't be in the pool area. The pool area is very small, and my phone already got ruined once this trip with the water, so I didn't want anybody's kids dropping it or whatever. So they set me up in a room, and sometimes if you want to create content and be private, all you have to do is ask the front desk. They'll help you out. They'll give you like the business center and close it off to other people or whatever. So this is going to be quick. I do want to go and take advantage of the pool area one more time. So if you're like me, that last day of the trip, you do the most. You do the absolute most. You get breakfast, you work out, you take a walk, you make a podcast, you go back to the pool, and if checkout is at noon, you are walking out of your room at 12:30 p.m. If you're anything like me, you get everything done those last few minutes, okay? That last day of a trip, I am doing everything that I did the whole trip, okay? It's kind of like a recap, if you will. I'm gonna work out, walk, talk to everybody, get some food, order room service, take a nap. I'm gonna do everything on that last day, and I'm checking out when the fuck I feel like it. It is not actually the time that you're supposed to leave. It is merely a suggestion to tell me when you think I should leave, because I'm leaving when the fuck I feel like it. And not to be completely disrespectful, you can leave your room at checkout time, give them your bags. They will put them in a secure, any hotel does this. They will put them in a secure place, and you can still use the hotel amenities, you guys. Just don't be late for the airport. That's the key about being late. Don't be late for things that you actually have to be on time for. You can be late for everything else, okay? So, the cost of this trip. I'm not a big fan of talking about how much I pay for things. I'm going to explain to you why. It could come off as bragging. It could come off as, I don't know, because I don't look at things like that. I don't look at life like that. But I know 98% of people do. And I've just never wanted to talk about that. But I realized that has put me into a box. I need to get out of that box. So I'm going to start talking about the things that I found on sale and the things that aren't on sale. This was not on sale. Okay, this was not on sale. And if you if you would like to do New Year's Eve in Rio, you're gonna have to plan it like a year in advance, okay? For it to be close to cost effective. It's still gonna be expensive. I don't want to skip over that word that I just gave just now. You got to stop caring about what people think. You have to. I think the more that we care about what people think, the more that we limit ourselves and we put ourselves in a box. People are going to think whatever projection they're going to think, whatever box they're in, whatever limitations they have, they're going to think that regardless, okay? Whether you do what the fuck you want to do or not. I would suggest you just do what the fuck you want to do. And right now I'm talking to me. Maybe that word is meant for somebody else out there, but yeah. Yeah, stop worrying about what people think about you. But my flight, this was one of the more expensive flights that I purchased. It was last minute and it was less than $2,000. A last minute trip to in the main cabin is going to run you close to $2,000. If you plan for New Year's Eve 2027, it's going to be close to $1,000. But you would have to plan that trip today, okay? And on the visual, I'm going to post a Google search from Atlanta. And if this is something that you're interested in, I will give you a brief recap. New Year's Eve and Rio de Janeiro is the biggest New Year's Eve celebration in the world. There are other big ones, but this is the biggest, okay? Big New Year's Eve, big celebration, big city, and 2.5 million people were there. I seen every last one of them. It was absolutely beautiful. Everyone wears white to bring in the new year, and everyone goes into the water after the 7th wave after midnight, and they're all white. I did see one person in all black. He was like, fuck y'all. I'm wearing what the fuck I want to wear. And I said, you know what? Considering I'm late everywhere, do you, sir? But I wore white because I follow directions. And I'm not a superstitious person, but if they say that this is going to bring me good luck if I wear white to New Year's Eve in Rio, Copacabana Beach, I'm going to go ahead and wear that. I ain't going to go against the grain and have my whole year suck. So you know what? I wore white. I would definitely do this again. If not this year, I would definitely plan it at least 6 months in advance. Stay in Copacabana Beach. I recommend getting a view. That way, when you're tired of the beach, you can still go to your room and watch all the shenanigans from your balcony, okay? That is a mistake that we made, and that is because we did everything last minute. The hotels were high as giraffe pussy. $2,000 a night, Copacabana. I would not cut that cost if I was you. I would not cut that cost. I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell you again, 2.5 million people were here. So imagine, I'm going to give y'all an example of Atlanta. Imagine you get an Airbnb in McDonald's for a celebration happening in Atlanta and 2.5 million people are going to be there. Absolutely insane. I would not recommend staying anywhere other than Copacabana Beach, okay? Or Ipanema, which is right next to us. Copacabana or Ipanema, that way you can walk. They had streets blocked off on New Year's Eve at like 5 p.m. People were starting to come and set up then for New Year's Eve. I mean, it was complete madness. So if you weren't already here, and then imagine if you did stay 45 minutes away and you've been drinking on the beach since 5 p.m. How you going to get home? You're going to end up booking one of these. Now the hotel is $3,000 a night, because of your, planning. Still worth it. This is an experience that I recommend for everyone, and you're going to thank me. You're going to thank me. If it ain't this year, next year, or the year after next, but hopefully my conversation and my lessons learned will help you through your planning process. I will get to the lessons learned next, but I want to throw in a little topic time. I don't have a topic today. My topic is I have been posting topics the whole December in my close friends list on Instagram. Yes, I do have a close friend list on Instagram. Either you're there or you're not there. If you would like to be there, I do take small cash donations. But when I get the courage, because I don't have it right now, I will bring the topic time to my regular friends list. But essentially, I was doing an experiment to see how many people engage, how many people like the topic times. Great experiment. I got different responses from different people every single time. Like, it wasn't the same people answering each time. And the topics are regular topics, okay? dating, travel, lifestyle, parenting. Right now, parenting is kicking my ass. Okay. Yes, I have a 19-year-old. It does not stop. It does not stop. Yes, I have an awesome kid. One of the best, if not the best, actually. But college is expensive. Okay. College is expensive, and they don't give out anything to people like me. They don't give out anything. And I know this is a sob story to some, but I know this is a sob story that no one cares about to some, but it's my story. And no one gives out anything to people that go to work. Mind you, I'm the first person in my family's generation to go to work. I need some fucking help from somewhere. I have no idea how I'm managing all of this, okay? No idea. No idea how I'm managing all of this without some sort of addiction to a hard substance. But we holding on. We holding on. It's pretty tough though. The reason why I'm having an issue bringing a topic time to my regular friend list is I'm getting more people, I'm getting more views. I'm getting more people that I know also, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And more people are watching than I prefer, but it's what needs to happen if I'm going to grow. If you are not in my close friends list and you submit a topic, a question that you want answered, a question that you want me to answer, or that you want people to chime in on, submit it and I will post it in my Instagram story. My experiment worked in a way that I wasn't even planning. Different people, different races, different ages for different questions. And there were some people that just ain't say nothing the whole time. They just watched every topic. And I respect that. But, you know, and I think that was the point of the experiment also. I'm going to get way more responses in my regular friend list. So should I move it there? And what should the topics be? I love growing with my audience. And this is a part of growing with the audience. Lessons learned in Rio. My lessons learned should help you out a whole lot, okay? So you hear all these things about Rio de Janeiro about they're going to steal this, they're going to steal that, they're going to rob you. Don't carry around, don't wear jewelry, don't do this, don't do that. Ain't nobody tell us them waves in the ocean was going to beat our ass, okay? Nobody warned us about how aggressive the waves are in Copacabana Beach. My friend, my travel partner, just left the hospital. Like, the waves beat our ass. I have a video that I'm going to post where I am in the water struggling for my life. And not just for a second or two. The waves dragged me like Sharkeisha, bitch. They dragged me across the sand. Like, my whole leg is skint up. My phone did not work for a whole day. We were not prepared for that. And apparently, this happens to everybody. I mean, I seen it on Instagram. This happens to everybody. There are so many emergency room visits the day after. And I even asked the staff here, I'm like, is this what New Year's Day is like for y'all? Because my friend was limping around. She needed to use the service elevator. And they're like, yeah, this is normal. She laughs. This was still totally worth it, though. Just be more careful. Be more careful, okay? This is the trip highlight, and you have to treat it accordingly. For me, I know I can't do both. I can't day drink. I can't night drink. And this is regular, okay? If we in Atlanta, don't invite me to brunch and your section later. I'm just going to go to brunch because I'm going to be in bed by 8 p.m., okay? Showered, lotion, bed. 8 p.m. If it is 8:15, if I'm late for that bed, I'm gonna be mad at you. There's no way that I can do both, okay? You might just want to sit by the pool and chill in the shade up until it's time to go. This is definitely a trip highlight, and you have to treat it like that. So don't get here the day of. Try to get here the day before, because if anything happens with your flight, you're going to miss the actual event, right? So definitely treat it like a trip highlight. Get here the day prior, December 30th. Chill, hydrate, moisturize, go to the spa, or just do nothing. Watch TV. By the way, I cut the TV on. They had a Leonard Skinner concert with James Brown. I love watching TV in the hotels. Watching TV in the hotels in other countries is so hilarious to me, because why are y'all watching this? Leonard Skinner, James Brown. James Brown ain't have no perm left in his. It was so much sweat, and he was getting it. And so that's why in one of my stories you'll see James Brown song, because that's what I watched right leading up to it. Yeah, check out my Brazil highlight. I'm gonna put all the stuff, everything that we did in the Brazil highlight on my Instagram, and I'll post things throughout this video also. Also about Rio, the getting robbed thing is absolutely 100%. I didn't mean to skip over that. Our Uber driver warned my friend, do not roll the window down to record anything. You will get robbed. People will ride by on a motorcycle and snatch your iPhone. iPhones are a hot commodity here in Rio. Don't do it. I even saw videos leading up to this of people like tying their phone up to their clothes on the beach. And I just told you how the beach strangled me. So it's a lot of people whose phone don't work right now, because you got to keep your phone in your hand. You can't sit anything down for a second, okay? Anything. The Ubers here are very cheap. Everything is pretty much cheap except for the flight here and your hotel. Our Ubers were like 90 cents. I'm not even exaggerating. I did laundry the other day, $8 total for everything. I don't think I paid, outside of my hotel, I don't think I paid more than $5 for anything, okay? Now, in the hotel, things are about $15, $20, drinks, food is to be expected. But outside of the hotel, yes, it's a little bit dangerous, but but it's so many people and it's so many police that I've never felt unsafe. But I would still recommend you just be on high alert for everything. Just keep everything in your hand. Don't be like this. Somebody's gonna come snatch your phone, not you. They might try to take your jewelry or something. But I haven't seen it. I read the reviews just like you're reading the reviews. I just haven't seen it. I've only heard about it. The worst part of it was the waves, okay? And you could trust Ubers and taxis here. Anytime Uber puts their name somewhere, you can put your trust in that, okay? Now, the Uber Black is not an actual Uber Black, though. The Uber Black is just a Subaru that's black. Other than that, and it was still 90 cents. And my personal lesson learned this trip is that I have grown up. I have matured a lot. I had a moment in conflict resolution that I am extremely proud of myself for. And I got emotional. I got emotional because, wow, I've grown. Wow, I have so many friends. I have so many people that love me, and I'm in a great spot in my life. And I've grown. And that just really made me happy. It really made me happy like I said, I've been so full here, full, not food, full off of emotion, full off of gratefulness, full off of thankfulness, that it overwhelmed me to know that I've grown. Okay. So, what are your conflict resolution skills? How do you de escalate situations? How do you get out of situations? How do you avoid situations? Traveling like this is extremely stressful. 8 to 9 hour flights, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're hungry. All the airplane food has so much sodium. You gotta take a shit. You need some fiber. You know, I can give you a checklist of things that you can travel with, such as fiber, vitamins. Make sure you eat the fruit on the plane. I could do all that stuff, but you're still gonna be, you could follow my advice to a T. You're still going to be exhausted. You're still going to be defeated if things don't go your way, or if you're, for example, if you're going on a tour and it rains that day and you're leaving tomorrow and you came here for that tour, you know, I haven't been the best with conflict resolution in the past. And mainly because I don't issue the conflict, and I just never understood it. Never understood it. And I think now that I'm older, I understand it now. I understand why other people are upset. I understand why you're just not happy with the service you got at a restaurant and you want to send your food back. Okay. I'm gonna give you that moment and I'm gonna let you get yours off because you paid for that. And that growth just really blew my mind. So I already had my birthday trip semi-planned. The flight is booked. And I'm going to take y'all through the planning process, maybe. Or I might just pop out there. I was thinking of taking a whole social media break and sitting in this feeling of gratefulness that I have. Life is just really great right now. Life feels really good. Life is really great. And I kind of just want to sit in that and log off social media for a while, do a little cleanse, and then just pop out in February and then take you through the planning process. That might be what I do. Just know that it's a city that I haven't been to before, just like this one. And I'm excited for it. All right, that's all I have to talk to y'all about today. I hope that I gave y'all some tips and I also entertained y'all with some trip highlights. See y'all next time.